Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Airpark, Skyhawk 5324 Golf is departing 7 VFR to the east. Airpark. So this will also show us other traffic as well.
Will it show other planes like that?
They'll actually look like little triangles.
Oh, okay.
And then depending on how close or how high they are, it'll tell you clear left. How high above or how low you are. Alright, so we get on the center line. Alright, so here on out I'm just gonna throttle to 2000. Temperature's good, pressure's good, vacuum's good, everything's good. Full throttle. Right rudder. Maintain the center line. Airspeed is alive. Looking for 55. 40. 50. 55. Rotate. And pitch for 74. Airpark, Skyhawk 5324 Golf is on the upwind of 7. VFR to the east, final call. Airpark. You'll do me a favor and hold that for me. Midland approach, Skyhawk 5324 Golf.
Number 5324 Golf, Midland approach, squawk 0244, say request.
Squawk 0244. Midland approach, Skyhawk 5324 Golf is 2 miles to the east of Midland Airpark, climbing through 4,000 for 7,500. I'd like to request flight following to Sweetwater, Sierra Whiskey Whiskey.
Air 24 Golf, radar contact, 2 miles northeast of Midland Airpark, altimeter 3019er.
Altimeter 3019er, 5324 Golf. Alright, I'll take that. After takeoff check, airspeed, pitching for 90. Nice smooth ascent. Flaps are up. throttle is full, and we'll adjust the mixture when we get to 7,500. So right now we're at about 4,700, and we're going up to 7,500.
Is it a gradual ascent?
Yeah. We could go up faster, or not faster. We could technically go up more feet per minute, but we go slower. But I like this speed of 90 because I can see out better. If I have to pitch up more, I can't see as much in front of me. So I like this so I can see out more. One thing I want to make sure, like, for you is to just help me look out for traffic. So just kind of keep your eyes moving. You can see some here, but not everybody has the ability to show that. Most do now. Most are required to. So, but some airplanes just don't. So. And if we can kind of talk now, but if I ever just put my finger up, just give me a second to talk to air traffic control. Because if I push the button and you're talking, they'll hear you talking too. So. Pretty, huh?
It is.
Really smooth too. Haven't felt a bump yet. Glasses keep fogging up.
Yeah, I know.
Come out this way so you can see Stanton when we fly over. It's gonna be just off over there.
Visibility 10, clear. Below 12,000.
I was just checking Big Spring weather because I see that like layer of clouds there. I can't tell how high they are. Big Spring says clear below 12,000, but I have to stay a certain distance away from clouds. Not allowed to go through them.
Number 24 Golf, reset transponder, squawk 5130.
Squawk 5130, 24 Golf. Alright, cruise, power set, 2400, 7500. Engine instruments, temperature's in the green, pressure's in the vacuum's good, amp 0, fuel flow's good, and volts 28. I'm going to do what we did earlier where we clean out, where we're kind of just getting a good mixture. Do this nice and slow. Hear the engine kind of drop a little? That's what we want. So now we go back in. Now we're running what's called peak. Now we just go cool off the engine.
Number 24 Golf, contact 4 center, 133.7, good.
Contact forward center 133.7, 24 Golf. Forward center, Skyhawk 5324 Golf, level 7500. Forward center, Skyhawk 5324 Golf, level 7,500. I think he gave me the wrong frequency.
Sorry about that, I was on the landline. Who's that last one calling? Was that 5324 Golf?
Yes, sir. 5324 Golf is level at 7,500.
Number 5324 Golf, Roger. Big Spring altimeter 3016. Anybody else call?
Altimeter 3016, 24 Golf. Can you see Stanton? Or we already passed it?
Yeah, we already passed it.
I like this trip because I've driven it so many times. Driven like to visit Nadia way back when. So all these things I saw on the ground, it was really fun to see them up in the air. So you kind of felt us bumping a little bit. You can kind of look out. See how there's like a layer of haze below us? That's what's called a temperature inversion. So below it is a slightly different temperature than what's above it. So it causes, that's where bumps come from. Bumps aren't actual air pockets. It's actually like a difference in temperature. So the temperature is what kind of causes you to bump around. And then in the summertime when it gets real hot, there's like patches of air that are hotter or colder than others, and that's what creates turbulence in the summer. So it's not, everybody says like, oh, turbulence, I hit an air pocket. It's actually, this has to do with temperature, and how the temperature differences is what kind of causes that. Really interesting to learn. So like I saw us kind of come through and that phase went down, and we kind of knew that there was going to be bumps coming. Just a little bit, it's not a lot, but just a little bit, enough. I told Bo this too, if at any time you want me to go back, just tell me. If you feel uncomfortable or whatever. There's Big Spring. Shade's kind of covering the mountain, but it's there. You'll see it when we get closer. The airport's right down there.
All I heard was request, no call sign. Silver 56 Lima area of moderate precipitation after 12 o'clock and 1-2 miles, approximately 5 miles in diameter. November 7333 Victor, contact Midland approach 124.6. November 605, changing my frequency 133.7.
That doesn't look like Big Spring.
Oh, huh?
Forward center, Malibu 43605 is with you.
Number 40635, forward center, roger, Big Spring, altimeter is 3016.
3016, 605.
I believe it was 3488 Romeo, forward center, squawk 2376.
You're up here, you really see how much oil is out there.
Yeah.
See all the pumps everywhere.
Number 3448 Romeo, radar contact as reported. Abilene altimeter is 3014. Say altitude, aircraft type, and destination.
So on this radio is where we pick up the weather.
Number 3448 Romeo, roger. So you'll be far flight following this slate.
So we're still a little too far away to pick up water. But we want to pick it up eventually so we can figure out which direction the
Flight
wind's going.
1990, contact Midland approach 124.6.
That'll help us decide which runway to land on. That's cool.
That's the mountain.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So the other day when I flew to Carlsbad on my way back, sometimes they'll tell you like, you have traffic at your 2 o'clock or whatever, kind of tell you how high or low they are, so you can kind of watch out for them. And so he was like, there's a King Air, which is like a multi-engine a lot bigger than me. Not a lot bigger, but bigger than me. And it was like 500 feet above me. So I'm like kind of looking around. I see it on here, and like it was coming from this direction going this way, and like it was 500 feet difference, but it looked, you know, it looks pretty close. So I mean, he said, you know, he didn't say move out of the way or turn or anything. So I knew that was enough distance. But so when we pick our altitudes, depending on which direction we're heading, we have to do a certain, like, so we're heading east, you have to do odd 1,000 plus 500. So I picked 7,500. And then when we go west,
048 Romeo, contact forward center on 132.6.
Do even altitudes plus 500. So VFR, which is visual like this, you do 500 above.
Number 56 Lima, contact forward center on 127.0.
IFR flights, which is like in the clouds, a little more kind of with air traffic control, they're at like 6,000, 7,000. So it keeps that difference. You can't just like pick whatever altitude you want, you know, fly. You could, I guess, but like technically I don't have to call air traffic control. I just choose to. It's just better for them to keep track of you and follow you. They're not telling you where to go. They're just kind of monitoring you, making sure you're out of the way. And
Does it get lonely flying by yourself?
sometimes going to Carlsbad, I was like, for a second I was like, this is kind of boring. But there wasn't a whole lot to look at going out. I thought there would be more once you got closer to Carlsbad. You could kind of see, but it wasn't a whole lot. So sometimes it gets lonely, but that's why I like to go to different places, so I'm seeing different things. I mean, it's hard to be up here and like not believe that there's a God. I mean, you look outside and we can be on the ground, it's kind of boring, but when you're up here, like, it gives you a whole new perspective to the environment and what it's like, and look out and see things. See so far.
So how fast are we going?
So we're going 101 knots. Well, that's ground speed. That's about the same. It's probably like
Southwest 4636 forward center, roger. First complaint I've had, let me know if it doesn't go away.
maybe like 130, 120. I'm not exactly sure the difference. It gets bigger the faster you go, but I'm not exactly sure the conversion difference.
Number 43605, contact Millen, approach 124.6.
124.6, 605.
Northwest, stand by.
Can you hold this for a sec?
Southwest 4636, descend and maintain for level 370.
Alright.
Niner 11 Charlie X-ray contact, Fort Worth Center on 132.6.
So this shows 44 miles. Kind of start, do what's called getting ahead of the plane a little bit and like thinking about what you got to do. So their pattern altitude is 2,400. 912, 15 miles out, we'll start descending to kind of give you an idea.
Cool.
Kind of hard to tell, but when if the sun wasn't shining back there, you could actually see Signal Mountain. Pretty neat to actually see it from the air.
Like how we're just coasting along I-20.
Yeah. For my check ride, which was to get my license, I had to plan a cross-country flight, which was from Midland to Brownwood, near Abilene. And my route took me this way to Sweetwater and then down and around. And the examiner goes, so you're flying IFR, which IFR is Instrument Flight Rules. And I was like, no, I mean, this is VFR. He's like, no, IFR, like I follow road.
Oh.
Because when you fly like this, like, if you didn't have GPS, I sometimes I'll do a route where you do it all on paper. So you figure out certain checkpoints and you follow roads and you see, like, on your map, you kind of figure out where you need to be at a certain time. And so on here, I can actually keep track of time. So depending on how fast you're going and all that, you just get from one place to the next at a certain time, and you make sure that you're on track and doing what you need to do. And
Cool. It's different when you're flying this kind of plane.
what?
It's different
Yeah.
instead of being in the clouds, watching movies.
Yeah.
FedEx 613, Fort Worth Center, roger.
So what does this mean?
So that's
And it's that 958 Charlie Delta checking on, Hobbs altimeter is 3021.
called a squawk code. What that is like air traffic control assigns it to you, and so they know who you are on their radar.
Gotcha.
And so sometimes, like he changed me over to a different one, which I've actually never had that happen. But it's because like they need to give those codes to other people, or they I've kind of been learning they have a set number of codes for certain planes, and so you don't have like multiple planes with the same squawk code, things like that. They might ask you to do what's called ident, and so you'll just hit that button, and then on their screen it'll flash so they can find you. They have a bunch of people.
And that's Sweetwater?
What?
Is that Sweetwater? I told you that?
No, it's actually like a center. So this one's Fort Worth Center. So like kind of Fort Worth covers a big area of Texas, and then there's little sections throughout that you switch over. So like we're on Fort Worth Center now, or we were on Midland Approach, which is closer, and they have kind of an area around Midland. But when you get out of range of their radio, then they switch you over. So when you're at Fort Worth Center, you're kind of like us, like in your cruise altitude. You're not really approaching anything, you're not close. And so you'll just be on centers. So you have Houston Center, or New York Center, Cleveland Center, and they'll switch you over. So, you know, there might be 50 miles, it's this frequency, and then once you get towards the end, then they'll switch you over to another one.
Southwest 3029, contact Fortune 128.32.
But as you get closer, like, I don't know if they'll switch us. So this next code here is Abilene Approach. I don't know if they'll switch us over to that one, or if I'll be, once I get to Sweetwater and I can actually see it, then I'll tell him, you know, Fort Worth Center, I see Sweetwater, and then he'll let me go, basically so I can switch codes to go to Sweetwater's tower, or, you know, they have what's called a traffic frequency. So I can start making calls and letting them know how far out we are and stuff like that.
Celsius, dew point 6, altimeter 3019er. Water Municipal Airport, Avenger Field. Automated weather observation. 1332 Zulu, weather, wind 360 at 8, visibility 10, clear below 12,000, temperature 13 Celsius, dew point 6, altimeter 3019er.
So I'm looking at, this is their field, Sweetwater. Wind is at 3.6, so we want to go land on 3.5. We have as much wind coming over the plane.
24 officer, Fort Worth Center, Brownwood, altimeter 3013.
And then I just have to verify what type of traffic pattern it is. So I do make all my turns to the left or all my turns to the right. So when we left Midland, we didn't have to make any turns because it was straight out, but depending on how you come in and out of an airport, you have to go certain directions, depending on, they do it based on like if there's terrain in the way. So if you get up, like in Big Spring, there's a runway that kind of goes towards the mountain. So when you take off on that direction, it's a right pattern, so you avoid the mountain. But when you come in and land the other way, then it's a different direction. Kind of depends.
Alright, Charlie Delta, contact Albuquerque Center 135.87.
Sweetwater Municipal Airport, Avenger Field. Automated weather observation. 1336 Zulu. Weather. Wind 350 at Niner. Visibility 10. Clear below 12.
Martech 666, Fort Worth Center, climb maintain 6,000, clear direct San Angelo. Your radar contact 3 miles west of Abilene Airport, leaving 3,600.
I think I've learned, you asked me if I get bored and lonely. I kind of have realized like my limit of flying, especially by myself, is kind of like 2 hours. Like when I went to Carlsbad, that ended up being like 3 hours, and I could almost kind of feel...
324 Golf, Sweetwater Airport, 12 o'clock and 20 miles.
Yeah, I'm looking for the airport. It's a little hazy, but I'll look for it. 24 Golf.
American 2015, 4 Center, roger. 24 Golf, change my frequency 127.45.
Change to 12745, 24 Golf. Fort Worth Center, 24 Golf, level 7,500.
Number 24 Golf, roger.
So he's probably on multiple frequencies because he's not too busy. So his sectors kind of split multiple areas. So I probably was getting out of the range of that other one, so he switched me over to a different frequency. Just so he can keep track of me. He's probably, like right now, I'm kind of looking for the airport, but it's kind of hard to see. Kind of have an idea where it's at. It's kind of over there. But once I see it, then I'll tell him.
Exit 674, Center, roger.
Traffic, or I can see the airport, and then he'll have me switch over and all that stuff.
Alright, Tango Lima, contact Fort Worth Center 127.0.
Was that for 238 Tango Lima?
we'll start descending about 15 miles out, just so you know.
Uh, 4,600, 24 atmosphere. Yeah, roger.
Kind of hard to see, but I think I see it. Like straight ahead, there's, I think it's Sweetwater, the city.
Yeah.
And then just past it, there's kind of another open green area. It's hard to tell. Maybe once we get below this layer of haze, I'll be.
Pretty cloudy right there.
Yeah, I've been watching this on this side. I mean, they're up high enough. That's why I kept checking the weather. Make sure the clouds weren't like dropping. So it says clear below 12,000, and it's, I mean, they're probably way up there. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, I think I see the field now. Forward center, Skyhawk 5324 Golf. I have Sweetwater in sight.
724 Golf, roger, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, free exchange approved.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Thanks for your help. 5324 Golf. Now we switch to 1200, because that's just a normal squawk code for what we're at. Then we switch to Sweetwater 128. Double check the 80.
Sweetwater Municipal Airport, Avenger Field. Automated weather observation. 1344 Zulu weather. Wind 360.
Stephenville traffic, Skyway, November 288 Alpha.
Clear.
Is 10 miles to the southwest inbound for landing 32 Stephenville.
6 altimeter 3019er.
Perimeter set, type of approach, we're going to land on 35, the left-hand traffic, or out of 11 miles. We're going to kind of come in this way and around to land. Plenty of runway, field elevation. 2,400, so pattern altitude is 2,400.
Lando traffic, Grumman 2332 Tango is 9 miles.
Airport and enter left downwind for runway 35, Lano.
No crosswind or just a little bit of airport diagram. Seatbelts, just double check that they're fastened. Slightly enrich the mixture. Selector both. Parking brake is released. Landing and taxi lights are on. Flight nav instruments are good. And 10 miles out. To the west. Sweetwater traffic, Skyhawk 5324 Golf is 10 miles to the west. Inbound for the 45 and to the left downwind of 35. Sweetwater. So just so you kind of know, because I want to make sure that I don't want to go over the windmills, so we're going to kind of cut just towards the edge, and we might go left and then swing around. The runway's going this way, so we have to come in at it like this, and I don't want to be over the windmills just in case the engine goes out, we have enough space. So I just want you to know why I might be turning left away from the airport when we get up there.
A lot of windmills.
Yeah.
I never realized there was that many.
I know. I want to actually come out here at night sometime when I have more night experience and see all of them blinking.
That'd be pretty cool.
When I first drove out here a long time ago, I actually had been to Big Spring multiple times before I knew I was ever going to move here. I don't know if you remember hearing about Eddie before. He was the music minister before, several years before. And we were just friends from college. So a bunch of us would come out and play at the church and stuff like that. Because he was the music minister at the church and he had my job at the college for me. So yeah, I'd actually been to Big Spring probably, well, not even, maybe like 2, 3, 4 times before I even knew that I'd ever moved there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's out there. There's kind of a cutout this way in the trees and a cutout this way in the trees. Like a white fire sticking up straight ahead out there.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
Sweetwater traffic, Skyhawk 5324 Golf is 5 miles to the west, inbound for the 45 and to the left, downwind of 35, Sweetwater. Alright, so from here until we land, another sterile cockpit. Let me get down on the ground. That's cool. That's pretty. Man, I'm way out. On. Throttle to 17. Sweetwater traffic, Skyhawk 5324 Golf is turning left base 35. Sweetwater. Well, this is not my finest. Kind of off. Sweetwater, Skyhawk 5324 Golf on final 35, Sweetwater. What'd you think?
That was a smooth landing.
Could have been better, but it wasn't bad. Sweetwater traffic, Skyhawk 5324 Golf is clear of 35, Sweetwater.